So, I've just decided to come antiquing. It's a freezing cold day, but I wanted to have a look round for a while, so I decided to do that. I've come with some friends, Nathan, Matthew and Kim, and we're just having a look round. This is one of the biggest antique centres in Edinburgh and one of the best for Georgian furniture. So, let's go and have a look round and see what we can find. One of the things that I've spotted immediately is this doll's house, which is amazing. It needs a bit of TLC, but it's huge and it's quite a good price. It is £1,650, and considering you can get new ones which are 1/4 of the size of that, I think that's a great price and a great project. And if we open it up, it's got a real Georgian interior with a hallway and then beautiful details like fireplaces, chandeliers. It could be really special. I've wanted to do a project like this for a long time. I just think it'd be so much fun to work on a house over months and years and just put some TLC into it. I think it'd be a really fun project. Can you imagine how fun it would be? But maybe not today. Have enough to do, but I just thought that I would show you the doll's house because I thought it was really special. And I really love these Georgian bookcases, which are so tall, perfect if you have a Georgian townhouse. And then what we're looking at now is this cabinet, which is spectacular, but it's sold. Wow, look at the detail. So beautiful. Yeah. This is like something you would see in Buckingham Palace. Detail is amazing. So there is a lot of choice here. Beautiful. All of these good things are on hold. Yeah, on hold. Now you have to really look around here because there's lots of hidden things. Here there's some quite nice paintings. Even just the frames are beautiful. I really love the frame on that one, and that is quite a nice oil painting there of a still life. I think these are all sold actually, because there's no prices on them. I think everything around this area is on hold, but still it's nice to come and have a look. A little writing desk here with a key. And actually I'm thinking about getting new bedside tables. Something like that would work well, because I want something tall where you can put a lamp on and a water glass and a book and a writing pad. So that would be a really great choice. And then around here we have a lot of closets and wardrobes. And look at this, a huge china set. And it's got like a wild pig on it. That is Royal Dalton. Quite nice colours. I don't think I would like to have pigs on it though. And then over here, look at these mirrors. These look great in a Georgian house. Either side of a fireplace. Pretty nice. So we've just spotted all of these golf clubs, which are insane. They're everywhere. There must be hundreds of them, all lined up there. So interesting. Scotland is the home of golf, so you can see why they're here. Oh, and we found, maybe we'll go shopping. Just looking at this cabinet. It's kind of got like a Wedgwood inlay, which is very cool. And then it's also got like a little matching dressing table as well. Fans of Wedgwood would definitely like that. And then down here we just spotted this interesting blue leather box, which looks like some kind of royal box, but actually it's an old Royal Bank of Scotland So I imagine they used to keep documents and stuff in that. It's quite interesting, something unique if you like blue. Okay, we're going upstairs to look at everything else. Lots of beautiful wood, half-moon tables, which always come in handy, and lots of clocks. And in here we have a lot of Staffordshire dogs. These are quite popular, they go in and out of fashion, but a few famous designers like Mario Boisse collected them, and I can see the appeal of them. I used to really be into this kind of porcelain dog. So there's a lot of them, you can see them all down there as well. What do you think? Would you like to have some of these? You either love them or hate them, I think. And then in here we have lots of tea caddies, which I just love. I just love the way that in the olden days they had a purpose for, they had something beautiful for everything, even to store your tea. Now we just put them in tins or rubbish canisters, but look at all these ones in here. Gorgeous. And again, more chests. I'm really into this kind of thing, boxes. Look at the way this opens out. This is like a writing desk, I think. Yeah. Turns into a writing desk, and you can put all of your ink and things like that here, and then this flattens out and you can write on it. So beautiful. And more chests there. Stunning. In this section we've got a lot of antique kitchenware, well, like what you would find in an old kitchen, like easy back chairs and equipment for cooking, scales, very old-fashioned. Look at that pot there, that would have been for bathing probably. And these copper pots, lots of farmhouse style chairs. It could definitely stock up here. And then there they've got some moulds which are quite beautiful. These would look great hanging on a kitchen wall. Look at these old pans. Gorgeous. And then I've just spotted at the back there lots of old glass containers. They would look really cool in a kitchen, I think. It's hard to look everywhere, there's so much to see. You have to really keep your eye out and see what you can spot. There is some china down here. Let's have a look. What is it? Not bad. Bit scared to touch it, just in case it breaks. This is coalport. Look at this little bamboo table, tiny table. That's cute. It would be quite nice to have that in a bathroom and have like some shaving things on there, or a candle and some soaps. Okay, let's go upstairs again. Can't remember what we're going to find up here. I thought there was a place with sofas and things like that. Quite interesting. Who is this? A small tabletop white marble bust of a gentleman in a classic simple pose, with some hairline cracks to side and back. The name Milton is engraved to the back, indicating it could have been made in the likeness of writer John Milton. £800. And here we have a lot of bookcases, books, old books, globes. Perfect for a study. This desk. I do like these partner desks where you can sit at either side and work. It's very sociable. Okay, at the back here I can see some prints, and I have been thinking of doing the back wall in my sitting room with some prints, and I really like those frames and the mounts. I'm not so sure about the subjects, they're a bit gloomy, but I really do like those frames. They're interesting. That would look so nice on the back wall at home, the frames. Definitely not short of chairs. And what is this china down here? It's quite nice. Attractive continental part dinner service consisting of 5 graduated platters with 2 pierced handles and all with painted floral decoration. £660. I do have quite a thing for stools like this. I just think they're really charming, and that could be reupholstered and look quite nice. It's quite a nice one, very French. And I also like these little slipper stools here, like this, just to rest your feet. That's cute. I think that down here there are quite a lot of curio items. Yes, definitely. So let's have a look what we can see here. Wow, look at that little chair. It's so sweet. Lanterns. I also have a thing for boxes like this. It's quite a nice box. And here we have a lot of hunting paraphernalia. If you want to buy a Scottish country house and pretend that you've lived there for a long time, then you could come here and kit it out with all of these. Oh my gosh, almost falling over. Yes, interesting. Drums. Little fiddle. Okay, I don't think I'm going to find what I was looking for, but it's been fun. And actually my favourite thing in here was the doll's house, which is really hard to find such a good one, even though it needs a lot of TLC. I like this hat. Perfect if you're going to the races. Now, hats don't usually suit me. There we go. What do you think? Actually fits perfectly. Not bad. What I do love about antiques is if you look at this hat, it says this is a girls' grammar school, Sutton Girls' Grammar School, actually not far from where I grew up. And inside it says J. Froggatt. So I wonder who J. Froggatt is or was, and the life that she had. And that's what I find so interesting, that these items belong to someone and they all have a story, and the person has a story. I find that really cool. More hats, and then quite a strange fox. And look at these ice skates here. Pretty nice. I like the hat boxes. Wonder how much this is. I'm not sure. Sophie, you like enjoying antiquing? riding boots, and that is quite a chic pet carrier. I've just spotted these chairs, which I really love. Too ostentatious for my house, but they're in great condition. I quite like the fabric, and you can see that they're really well made. They look great in a drawing room if you have one. I really love them. Sophie is getting agitated with all of the antiques. She's like, how much longer? There's actually one more floor to go. So let's see what we can find. So I have to say, it's quite nice to get a break from all of the brown furniture. I'm more into this kind of light French stuff. I really do like these half moon tables here. If you've got a nice big hallway, they would look marvellous. And look at those mirrors there. Oof, I love those mirrors. Gorgeous. How much are they? Let's have a look. They are £2,697 each, so definitely not in my budget. That's okay. Yeah, I like this Empire style table. Chic, I like it. Those are interesting too. Okay, so we have more china coming up. Let's see what we can find. Looking for something simple and elegant. So maybe this. What is this? A little bit fussy, that one, actually. Lots of nice dining chairs again. I've just seen this table here, and I think if I can do it, can't remember how, this opens out, and it becomes, when you open out all of these little leaves, it becomes a square. We're not going to have the room to do it now, and then it is a card table. How beautiful is that? A really chic design. Georgians just made everything beautiful. They could not abide anything ugly. So I'm not sure why, but recently I've really gotten back into baking. There was a time there when I just couldn't be bothered with it. I just thought that it was a lot of effort to weigh all the ingredients, spend a lot of time putting love and effort into something, and then it didn't rise or it didn't taste very good. But lately I've been going slow with baking, making sure that I take my time and enjoy the process. And I think that I've really started to enjoy it again, and for that reason my baking's turned out to be really amazing. So the birthday cake that I made on last week's episode was honestly probably the very best cake that I've ever made. Everybody who tried it, I could see on their faces that they just thought it was perfect. It was incredibly moist. The frosting was perfect. It was just the most delicious cake. So I think because of that as well, I'm kind of spurred on and wanting to bake some more. So I thought that because I'm going to be having tea with friends this week, that I would make some carrot cake cupcakes. Now, carrot cake happens to be one of my very favourite cakes. I just love the sweetness mixed with all of these spices and cinnamon. And then I like the cream cheese frosting on top as well. I just think it's one of the most delicious cakes. But I didn't really want to make one big cake, so I thought that I would make the carrot cake cupcakes, where you can just grab one at leisure and just enjoy it without having to have a big slice of cake, and without having a huge cake to have to eat it at some point. That's what happens with me, is that I bake these things, and unless I give them away to a neighbour or a friend, they do get wasted because I can't eat the whole thing by myself, unfortunately. So the cupcakes are the perfect solution to that. I can just make 12 of them. My friends can just take one. I can have a few, and then I can even give some away to my upstairs neighbour as well. So they're perfect. So I am going to make them. Just a few notes on the recipe. First of all, you want to buy whole carrots. Don't go to the store and buy, you know how you can buy the bag of pre-shredded carrots. Don't buy those because they're too big and also they dry out, so you're not going to get the moisture in the cake. Do buy whole carrots, slice, peel, and then I used a tiny, like a lemon grater to grate my carrots, and they're really fine and they'll be great in the cupcakes. And also do make sure you have the nutmeg, ginger and cinnamon to put into the cake and add the required amounts. I always find that carrot cake can be really dull if you don't have those spices in, because really it's just a vegetable, so it's gonna taste like bland vegetables if you don't add that spice in there and give it some real flavour. So do follow the ingredients. I will link this recipe in the description. It will be on my blog for you to check out, nicolasfairford.com. So let's get started and bake these cupcakes. So to begin, I'm adding flour to the mixing bowl, followed by baking powder, baking soda, ground cinnamon, ground ginger and ground nutmeg. Then I'll whisk these together until fully combined. To this dry mixture, I'm adding olive oil, brown sugar, eggs, sour cream and vanilla extract. I'll whisk this all together by hand before adding in our finely chopped carrot. I'm transferring the batter into a jug so that I can easily pour it into our muffin cases, and then I'll bake them in the oven at 180 for about 12 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm making the frosting with butter, cream cheese, vanilla extract and powdered sugar. The full recipe is linked in the description box for you. Hello, Sophie. Hello, Sophie. Good morning. Well, I have to say that I'm very happy with the way that these little carrot cupcakes have turned out. The only mistake that I did make was not using larger cupcake, what are they called? The cupcake papers that you need to use. If I'd have used bigger ones, they probably would have filled out more. But they did rise really well, and they're gorgeously moist. The frosting is beautiful, and I just love the green of the pistachio, which just adds a little jewel kind of look to them. So I think they're great. So let me just try this. take off the wrapper. And I'll have a little bite. So delicious. I implore you to try these, they're very, very delicious. And with your tea, even better. It's a shame you can't try them, isn't it? It's a shame you can't try them. Just a little bit. Oh. So yesterday I went for a little walk in our local village called Stockbridge. They have some beautiful boutiques there. One of my favourites is Jeffrey's Interiors, which I've featured quite a lot here. When they do their seasonal change and update the showroom, I always show you around. Which, by the way, is going to be happening soon, so we'll do that again. But I just thought I'd go for a little browse, and I saw this book here called An Entertaining Life, Designing Town and Country. And this is by the interior designers Paolo Moschino and Philip Vergalen. I think that's how you say his name, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether you can see that. I had a little look through last night. This is probably one of the best books that I've seen for some time. It is quite rare for a really great coffee table book to come along, one that you can't stop thinking about. The last time it happened to me was probably Howard Slatkin's book, which was called Fifth Avenue Style, and that is probably the best book that I've ever seen. And this kind of gave me the same feeling. Just two people who live the most beautiful life, collect the most gorgeous things, and just have the best taste. So over on my ASMR channel, which I will link in the description box, I have had a little look through this and shared it over there. So if you would like to see that, please go ahead. I would highly recommend it because it is such a great book. I'll also link this in the description so that if you want to maybe buy it for yourselves, you can. So, Sophie, that's all from us today, isn't it? Yes. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you next time. But until then, take care. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.